Hello friends, today we will see who the Pandavas are as in the Mahabharata. The Pandavas were born to Pandu and Kunti Devi. If you look at the family structure of the Pandavas, it will be awesome. Terrible family. Even before marriage, Kunti Devi gave birth to Karna. After marriage, while living with Pandu, she gave birth to Yudhishthira, Bhima and Arjuna, each one of them through a different god. The last two kids were born to Pandu, but the second wife, Nahula and Sahadeva. It might appear as if this is a crazy family. It is true. I'm not saying this. I mean, if you read Mahabharata, this is what you will also understand. But unless we understand the real logic behind this, we will continue to say that this is a crazy family. Now, in this video, let's try to analyze what this logic is and who the Pandavas are really representing. In Siddhanta, the physical body can be classified into separate parts. Say, for example, my eye is within the body. My ear is within the body. So, such parts of the body are grouped together and they are classified into subdivisions. And such a classification as such is called tattvas. So, eye, the physical eye, is one tattva. The ear is one tattva. It goes on. So, the sum of all these put together would form a living human being, including the physical body. This is the concept of tattvas. So, like that, there are two major groups within the tattvas. One is the parts which consist of the whole physical body. So, the physical body put together, all the parts put together are called as the Gauravas in the Mahabharata. On the other hand, the tattvas which make the physical body to interact with the world are otherwise called as antakarnas, are called as the Pandavas. So, this is an important concept. The term antakarna refers to mind, consciousness, intellect and ego, ahamkara. These are the four antakarnas. Consciousness is represented through Yudhishthira. He was the firstborn. We will talk about Karna later. So, Yudhishthira was the firstborn. Right after Yudhishthira was born, Duryodhana was born as a lump of flesh. And then his body was cut into different pieces, into 100 pieces. And then Duryodhana came out crying. So, crying refers to the way how babies are born. As soon as they are born, they start to cry when they come out of the belly. Yeah? So, this is the logic of Duryodhana. Now, after Yudhishthira, Duryodhana, and then comes Bhima. Bhima represents the human mind, which has got enormous powers. The mind lives through food. you can check that in the Upanishads. How does the mind live and so on. So if you don't eat, if you don't have proper food for a few days, the mind starts to go crazy. It will lose all its power. So that's the reason why Bhima is portrayed to be so huge and always eating a lot of food and so on. And he is very, very powerful. It is Bhima who destroyed most of the brothers of Duryodhana. That means all the bodily senses, for example, the senses which the physical body has got, are the ones through desire, attachment and delusion and so on, they are spoiling, or let's say they experience the pain, and that can be controlled only through the mind. And this is the reason why Bhima is said to have destroyed most of the brothers of Duryodhana. Next comes the intellect. Intellect is represented through Arjuna. Arjuna can be willpower, intellect, intelligence, buddhi. There are many names of referring to that. It is only through intellect one can realize God, not through the mind. The mind, the human mind, cannot follow the supreme consciousness. It cannot. Because the mind needs form, shape, distance, time and so on and so on. But the supreme consciousness can be realized because it is pure knowledge as such. Can be realized only through the intellect. That's the reason why Lord Krishna, the supreme consciousness, is said to have directed or worked together with Arjuna during the Mahabharata war. So this is the logic of Arjuna. Then comes Nakula and Sahadeva. Nakula and Sahadeva represents the prana and apana breath. They do not form, or they are not part of the antakarnas, but they are essential to keep the body alive. One is to bring oxygen to the physical body so that all the organs can work, and Sahadeva is said to the person responsible, which is apana, responsible for the elimination of the waste from the human body. So if you read the description of Nakula and Sahadeva, they also fight, but Sahadeva is good in horse riding. It goes on like that because they are the sons of Ashwini Kumaras. Ashwini Kumaras again is twin brothers. It is the breath. Sahadeva is said to be a good administrator, management of different things and so on. So if you read the description of each personalities, you will find equivalence to the antakarnas. And now comes the famous character Karna. Karna represents ahamkara. Ahamkara, or ego consciousness, which is nothing but I. Yeah, I am Ramesh. So this I which I have is actually a part of the antakarnas, because mind, chitta, buddhi, ahamkara, these four form the antakarnas. And though this ego consciousness is one of the antakarnas, it is associated with Duryodhana. In other words, though Karna was born to Kundi Devi, Karna was always with Duryodhana. That is because the I consciousness does not do anything for itself. In other words, I do things not to satisfy my I consciousness, but rather I will do everything for the ones to which I am attached to. This is the logic. So, if I believe that I am this physical body, I will do anything and everything to protect this body, because this is me. Yeah, it is all about the identification. Likewise, when Karna was a child, he was. We will find some good references in Mahabharata. When there is a competition where Arjuna and Karna would like to compete, Karna was denied participation because all the leaders will ask his lineage, where do you come from, who is your father, you are born from a low caste family, and so on. That is to show that the I has got no proper family background. It is the same as Brahma and Vishnu fighting in Shiva Purana. If we read, we will find out which one came first. Mind. Brahma represents I, Vishnu represents Maya, mind. So which one came first? There was a conflict. It is the same thing. So here the I consciousness was born much earlier, long time back. That is shown as Karna was born through the sun god even before the marriage of Kunti Devi. And since this I consciousness does not have a solid family background, because no one knows where this I came from, they say the leaders will tell Karna that he cannot participate in the competition. And then at that time, the physical body offers itself to the I, saying that, come on, you do not have anyone to support you, I will support you. Which is nothing but the physical body is represented by Duryodhana offering his support to the I. And all Duryodhana wants is Karna's friendship. That is, Karna is forced to believe that it is the physical body. This relationship lasts forever until the end of a normal human being. That's the reason why Karna is said to have associated with Duryodhana until the end. So among the Pandavas, if you look at Arjuna, he is the one who has the capability to fight against Karna. That is, the mind, human mind, cannot fight with the ego. This is a fact. Yeah, the Bhima cannot fight with Karna. It is only through the intellect we will be able to address the nature of I. And again, the human intellect cannot do everything by itself. It needs the support or grace from God, which has been portrayed as Lord Krishna supporting the intellect or Arjuna to fight against the ahamkara, which is Karna. So, whatever I say cannot be verified through any books or so, but I would encourage you to read, if you get a chance, the Mahabharata, especially the portions where there is a fight or war involved, with this logic: Antakarnas, Pandavas, physical body, Duryodhana or Kauravas. This is the logic, this is Siddhanta. This is the logic with which Mahabharata is written. So, I will try to explain more in detail about certain areas of Mahabharata so that this will be made even more clear. Thank you.